Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syahira binti Zubair. My group mate is Azrin Shamila and Farina Aryani. So we are from group 4. For today, we want to present to you about our presentation, which is NEURO inference system of washing machine. Okay, so for the background of application, we use neural fuzzy system. Hybrid computing intelligence is defined as an effective combination of intelligent methods that are superior to simple standard intelligent methods, and neural fuzzy system is a learning machine that finds the parameter, and it is homogeneous and generally resemble neural networks. To handle fuzzy rules with a neural network, it needs to be modify the standard neural network structure accordingly. A simple real-world application that uses neural fuzzy system is washing machine. In neural, advanced concept were applied in some washing machine, which is the sensor has been improved and it also detects the type of laundry rather than in fuzzy logic. So for the next is I pass to my member Farina Aryani.
Okay, for methodology of application, firstly to provide the notion of managing the cleanness of clothing using a fuzzy system, and it specific the techniques which can be used to acquire sufficient cleanliness and hygiene of clothes for varied washing times, water temperature, and washing powder amounts. Next, the procedure is totally based on the notion of accepting no-accept sensor inputs, submitting it to fuzzy arithmetic, and producing a suitable value of the hygiene and cleanliness. This work makes it evident that this technology can be utilized in application that will further optimize washing machine. The sensors are used to detect this input in order to implement these procedures such as washing time, temperature of water, amount of washing powder. This data is then used to calculate the level of cleanliness. Thus, the sensor system feeds external data input into the machine, allowing decisions needs to be made. It is controller's role to make choice and communicate with the outside world via some type of output. Because the input or output connection is unclear, the architecture of a washing machine controller has historically not given itself to typical control design methodologies. In this design challenge, a fuzzy system was selected. It managed washing machine controller offers the right cleanness even when a comprehensive concept of the input or output connection is not available. Okay, next slide. Okay, for figures. The purpose for this figure of fuzzy logic for washing machine consists of 6 linguistic input, which is firstly is type of dirt, dirtiness of clothes, temperature, amount of detergent, types of clothes, and lastly is mass of clothes. So the sensor for all these linguistic input are also available in the market. So all this is linguistic input control, the 3 linguistic output, which is rinse period, wash time, and also spin period. These are derived purely based on experience from a typical home use. Every linguistic input and output has a set of membership function, which is fuzzification is to deal with the details of fuzzy logic controller. The value for the input and output variables are determined in advance. So there is a membership function which is used to map the freeze input values to the fuzzy values, and also after that suitable operation is applied on them. So the process which converts script value in fuzzy value is known as fuzzification. Okay, so for the fuzzification, the result obtained from fuzzy inference technique is then processed to produce a quantifiable result. So the total time it takes to wash the cloth, which is wash time, it takes to rinse the cloth, rinse period, and finally to spin the clothes, which is spin period. So the falsification process is used to interpret the membership degrees of the fuzzy set in some specific real value. So central method is used for the falsification. Okay, that's all for these figures.
Okay, for these figures, to detect the cleanness of clothes, we need 3 input, which is washing time, temperature of water, and amount of washing powder. So the first is input. One is washing time. As we see at figure 10, range of time from 0 to 15, and the unit is minute. But this data were treated and measured so that become trapped between 0 and 1. For figure 11, washing time represents 2 linguistic variables as less time, L time, and more time, M time. Okay, next. Okay, for input 2, temperature of water, for figure 12, range of temperature 0 to 50, and the unit is degree Celsius. But this data were treated and measured so that become trapped between 0 and 1. For figure 13, temperature of water have 5 different degree of linguistic variable, which is very cold, V cold, cold, cool, good, hot, and very hot, V hot. This variable defined below showing the membership function of powder. Okay, next. Okay, input 3 is amount of washing powder. For figure 14, range of washing powder from 0 to 10, and the unit is gram. In this case, also we measure data so that become trapped between 0 and 1. For figure 15, washing powder also represents 5 linguistic variables, which is very less, V less, middle, mid, and for more, and very more, V more. Next. So with these 3 input, we will get the output, which is cleanness of clothes. For figure 16, range of cleanness of clothes from 0 to 1, and the unit is percent. Cleanness of clothes represent 5 linguistic variables, which is figure 17, not clean and clean, less average, 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 more average, average, and full clean is F clean. Okay, next. For benefit of the application, in some washing machines, a sophisticated agent known as NEURO fuzzy control is at work. This model has improved sensor and can also detect the fabric type of the item in the load of washing machine. The washing machine process tailored to the fabric specific properties, among other considerations. That means it will detect the type of your fabric, so it will prolong the life of your clothing and ensure that your washing machine is operating at its peak efficiency while consuming only the necessary amount of resource. The use of optical sensor in conjunction with neuro fuzzy logic allows for the detection of dirt in water, so that the fabric that we wash will be more clean because it detects the time, temperature of water, and amount of washing powder.
So here is the references. That's all from us, from our group 4. Thank you, Sir Aizat.